From July 18, there was a bullish surge in the price of XRP, giving the impression that it would overcome any obstacles. Additionally, after 8 continuous years of selling, Jed McCaleb, the former CTO of Ripple, finally had an empty wallet. The founders of Ripple and XRP received a significant amount of XRP tokens after the company's creation. The 9 billion tokens were given to McCaleb. The ex-CTO started liquidating his holdings in 2014 due to the fallout, and he did so this week in July 2022. Welcome back to another interesting episode. In today's video, we'll show you why SEC has given up. Do make sure to like, share, and comment below, as it also encourages us to produce more valuable content for you all. If you have a specific topic you'd like to learn, please leave us a comment below and we'll work on it for you. The Security Exchange Commission's SEC request to withhold documents regarding the alleged Hinman speech of 2018 was denied by the U.S. District Court on July 12. Magistrate Sarah Netburn rejected the SEC's motion in the long-running SEC versus Ripple case, citing the attorney-client and deliberate process privileges. The agency was criticized by the judge for withholding documents that could have provided answers to the court's questions. She said the actions were so reprehensible that they cast doubt on the agency's faithful allegiance to the law. Congress should pay attention to her stern, deliberate words. Next Tuesday, the House Financial Service Committee will hold a hearing to discuss the SEC Enforcement Division. They can be directly questioned by Chairwoman Maxine Waters about whether they are loyal to the public, the law, or their own interests. As its biggest crypto enforcement blockbuster, the SEC intended its December 2020 SEC against Ripple Labs. It claimed that over a 7-year period, sales of the digital token XRP were made by Ripple and its 2 senior executives in illegal, unregistered security trades, in addition to asserting SEC authority under the 1933 Securities Act. The complaint stated that everyone should have been aware that XRP was security since its initial sales in 2013. No matter who sells it or how it's sold, the XRP token, the subject of the lawsuit, is an investment contract in the business Ripple. The agency appears to have believed it could compel a hasty settlement and add a large crypto high to its collection of awards. Both the judge and the defendants refused to participate in this plot. Ripple also refused to give up, assembling a strong adequate notice regarding the status of XRP. According to Ripple's defense, which featured Hinman's speech that moved the market as its focal point. After learning about this, the SEC has been fumbling around trying to conceal Hinman, his emails, speech drafts, calendar, and anything else pertaining to his tenure. The agency repeatedly failed to respond to inquiries about whether XRP was security for years, according to the defense, and William Hinman, the director of corporation finance at that time, laid out criteria in a speech in 2018 that strongly suggested XRP isn't a security. The defense also pointed to an overstretching of the so-called Howey test as a security finding and a due process infraction. Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, 2 of Ripple's top executives, are accused of being objectively reckless in their XRP sales because they should have known the token was a security 7 years before the SEC itself came to that conclusion. The company claims the SEC was acting with retaliation. In addition to demanding to examine executives' private financial records, the SEC sought billions in fines. A hearing was held on July 20 by Congressman Brad Sherman, chairman of the House Financial Services Subcommittee on Investor Protection, to review the action taken by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, to address new risks and safeguard investors. SEC Director of Enforcement Gurbir Grewal was questioned about XRP and Tether during the hearing by Sherman, a senior member of the Foreign Affairs Committee. "You've gone after XRP because XRP is a security," the congressman told Grewal. "However, you haven't pursued all of the significant cryptocurrency exchanges that handled tens of thousands, if not significantly more, XRP transactions." He emphasized, "If XRP is a security, as you and I both believe it to be, why aren't these cryptocurrency exchanges breaking the law? And is it enough that the cryptocurrency exchanges have stated that they promise not to do any more violations in the future, despite having committed tens of thousands of violations in the past? Is that sufficient to release you from enforcement? I can't talk about what matter we are looking at and not looking at." The SEC director retorted, "We have filed exchange lawsuits, including one against Poloniex last year." Sherman replied, "It's easier to go after the small fish than the big fish, but the big fish operating major exchanges did many tens of thousands of transactions with XRP. You know it's a security. He continued, that indicates that they were running a security exchange against the law. Even though it was profitable, they stopped doing it because they knew it was against the law. I therefore hope you concentrate on the fact that they are aware of the illegality, as are you and I, Sherman said. And then finally, we have Tether, which is a money market mutual fund in every way, referring to the stablecoin Tether USDT. He mentioned how USDT recently broke the buck. Can you explain why you pursued Terra but not Tether? The California congressman questioned the SEC director. Growell responded, saying, "It would be inappropriate for me to comment on the targets we are and are not pursuing. However, I am aware of your worries, and our cryptocurrency asset unit has received additional funding to examine risks to investors, such as the ones you brought up in your query. The algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD or UST, which crashed in May along with the cryptocurrency Terra, is being looked into by the SEC, Luna." Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, issued a warning after the collapse of the two coins, predicting that many crypto tokens would fail. Sherman concluded by telling Growell, "You have to take on some cases that you're not sure you'll win." Ripple Labs has been the target of an absurd lawsuit brought by the SEC, which its helpless attorneys have been defending for almost 2 years, until the judge could finally sort through its strategic impediments and order him to sit last year. They attempted to stop Ripple from deposing Hinman. They argued that the speech was unrelated to the case and the markets. Then, they used a series of absurd privilege defenses, each one more absurd than the one before, to refuse to turn over any of the internal papers Ripple was looking for in order to support its defense. They had exhausted their justifications on the 19th of July. In her decision, Netburn outlined the timeline of how the defendants have been requesting these documents for their fair notice defense and dismantled each of the SEC's strategies to conceal them, including a torturous in-camera review in which she coerced the SEC into turning over each relevant document. After more in-camera reviews, the SEC raised an attorney-client privilege defense, according to Netburn, which prompted today's decision. She slashed through the lawyer-client nonsense and fired a precisely aimed rocket at the agency. In order to gather evidence for the scathing ruling she issued last Tuesday, Judge Netburn endured the agency's pre-trial antiques. For a small group of observers who had long suspected that the SEC was mired in a web of its own making with this case, it was confirmation, and now it's obvious to everyone. The hypocrisy in arguing to the court, on the other hand, that the speech is not relevant to the market's understanding of how or whether the SEC will regulate cryptocurrency, and on the other hand, that Hinman sought and obtained legal advice from SEC counsel in drafting his speech, suggests that the SEC is adopting its litigation positions to further its desired goal and not out of a faithful allegiance to the law. It is still unclear whether the SEC will change its position. Congress should request a response. Even though this is a positive development, the XRP price is hesitant to respond. This may be because of the current state of the market. In any case, the short-term outlook shows that sentiment is neutral bearish. If XRP bulls are unable to convert a particular resistance level into a support floor, technical indicators further point to the possibility of a correction. On July 18, the price of XRP broke through a descending trend line, ending a 63-day downtrend. A retest was conducted after this bullish development in order to verify the breakout. Following a successful bullish confirmation, the price of XRP increased by almost 9% and retested the $0.380 barrier. Buyers, however, lacked the strength to sweep the equivalent high formed at $0.387. The remittance token consequently reversed roughly 8% and is now trading at $0.363. Investors looking to book profits will probably apply selling pressure if the $0.380 barrier cannot be transformed into a support floor. As a result of this development, XRP may retrace or revisit the $0.311 support floor and sweep the liquidity that is currently residing below it. This move might reach $0.296 in a bearish scenario. No matter how bearish the outlook is, bulls can still easily gain the upper hand. The bearish thesis will be proven false if the price of XRP achieves a daily candlestick close above the $0.380 bar, turning this resistance level into a support floor. In such a scenario, the $0.439 barrier may be crossed again by the XRP price after a 15% increase. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. All the financial decisions should be made after doing your wide-spectrum research. If you found this info helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this, as it also encourages us to produce more valuable content for you all. If you have a specific topic you'd like to learn, please leave us a comment below and we'll work on it for you. Until then.